Hi, I'm Vibrine Samuels and welcome back to another episode of Soul Stirring Astrology, where I give you my textured take on the world of astrology. On June the 28th, there is a full moon that takes place in Capricorn, and it's conjuncting Saturn, and also Pluto is in Capricorn. The Sun is opposing the moon. The Sun is in Cancer alongside Mercury in Cancer. So let's pick that apart a bit. So when you have the moon in Capricorn and it's actually conjuncting Saturn, there's a retentiveness about your emotional expression. There's a sense that you've been shut down. It's a full moon cycle, so you're seeking to close one cycle to open up to another. But there's been this retentiveness around the expression of your emotions. It's as if you have put the brakes on in terms of truly expressing what lies deep within your heart. What are your deep feelings around things? And Saturn, as I say, constrains, limits the expression. Both are in Capricorn, so it's very earthbound. So there could be a very slow unfolding that may take place with regards to your emotions. Now, in the opposite sign, in Cancer, you have the Sun there, but you also have Mercury. So with the Sun in Cancer, here it's this sense of being the master at being passive-aggressive. So there may be this undertone to this emotional expression that you've been harbouring some feelings. And with this moon and Saturn, Saturn wants you to keep hold of the emotions. There's this brewing sense of frustration and anger, and it's in water, so there's a diffusion around it, but nonetheless it's brewing. Now with Mercury in Cancer, Mercury is opposing Pluto in Capricorn. So with Mercury here, there is this desire to emotionally express, to free yourself of what's holding you back, what's constraining you, what's disabling you in terms of feeling free, but expressing truly what you feel. Now with the Mercury opposing Pluto, so Pluto is about power, and so Mercury is about the communication of power, or it's about bringing up those buried secrets, those buried emotions, those taboo subjects that you really do want to talk about. It's an opposition. Mercury wants to express the deep feelings, and Pluto, there's a pull, there's a part of you that wants to constrain it, and there's a part of you that wants to break free. And that's what you're mediating in this full moon cycle. So there's a breaking free aspect, and the reason being is because the Sun forms a sextile with Uranus. And so Uranus is about the unique identity, wanting some level of distinction, breaking free of shackles. That's then also panned out because with Uranus in Taurus and you have the moon in Capricorn, there's a trine that's going on between them. So Uranus here with the moon, it's like break free, be bold and break free and express what you truly want to manifest in the world. Now's the time to do it. You have also the North Node and Venus both in Leo, and they are opposing Mars in Aquarius. So what's happening here, Mars in Aquarius, is that you are the initiator, you are the fighter of a cause that could benefit the wider collective. And so that's all very noble and well and good. But you have the North Node and Venus. They're in the house, one of the houses that Venus rules, they're in the second house, and they are in Leo. So what's going on here is that where you have Venus opposing Mars, there could be disharmony in the way that you relate to others, because with Mars in the house where you're looking at joint resources, investments, other people's belongings, that's the externalization of it. But with the North Node and Venus, there's a call for you to be focusing on what it is that you truly value. How can you cultivate those talents, those resources, the things you value, your skills, your knowledge, your ideas, because with the North Node and with Venus, they're about the cultivation of these things that you have that are intrinsic to you. And with both of them being in Leo, they want you to be shining your light in the world with regards to your talents. So here again, this signature of uniqueness is being called upon. You know, how do you show your uniqueness? There may be some healing that can take place. So with the North Node, it's forming a trine with Chiron, and Chiron is at 1 degree of Aries. So when you have Chiron and Aries, it's this sense that you don't believe that you have a right to show up in the world. But with Chiron forming a trine to it, there's a strong bond saying it's time for you to relinquish that insecurity, time for you to be dealing with the pain of what that may have brought about, but it's time for you to rise up. And with the North Node moving through Leo, and it's about 6 degrees of Leo, it's coming to an end before it moves into Cancer. So it's the environment, it's the time for all of you to be shining your uniqueness in the world. So that's it. There's lots going on in the cosmos. There's lots in terms of the narratives between the different planets and how you may be able to apply them to your world and to your life. And it brings me to the quote of the day, which is by Edmund MBiaka. And what he said is that there is nothing more attractive than a positive, great personality, because its beauty never fades with time. So with this Uranus signature, with this sense of emotional expression, you have to break free of your shackles. And that brings me to the question of the day. What are you going to do to break free of those emotional shackles in order for you to shine your beautiful personality into the world? As always, put your comments, questions in the comment box below. Anything that pertains to this particular episode, let me know your thoughts. Feel free to share this with anybody in your network and to subscribe to my channel. So yeah, time to break free. Last Thursday it was the summer solstice. It's summertime. I want to see you showing up. So tell me how you're doing that in the comment box below, and I will see you again on the next episode. And thank you for everyone who's also following me on other social media. So I invite you to come and hang out with me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. I'm active on all of them. Would love to connect with you. And I also have my Smart Years podcast, which is focusing on supporting women to become the queen of their own reinvention through using astrology, technology, biz dev and health and well-being. So check out the Smart Years on iTunes as well as Shout Engine. And this week, or the last episode, episode 12, I released my manifesto into the world. So if you want to find out more about that, go listen on iTunes. So until then, I will see you again on the next episode. Bye.